Hello everybody, welcome back to Newegg TV. I'm Steve, and today joining us in the studio is none other than Mike Ross, the Street Fighter champion. You may or may not have heard of him, Google him, but otherwise we are really excited to actually have you in the studio, sir. Thank you very much, we appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm honored to be here.
Hey man, thank you. So once again, we met you actually at the AMD fan event, if everybody else remembers. We actually interviewed you a little, actually I interviewed you and you kicked the stuff out of me. You kicked the stuff out of me on Street Fighter actually. You had something like 25% life or less than that?
No, I had a full life. It was a fair match.
Oh,
and it was close. It was really close.
I like how he's like building me up right now. This is good. I like this. Okay, awesome. All right, well, I mean, essentially, I'm going to ask you a couple questions here, do a little bit of an interview before we actually build this amazing gaming system for you.
Cool.
I just want to thank several of the sponsors that are involved here. We have AMD, Asus, Cooler Master, Creative Labs, we have G-Skill, Plantronics, Western Digital, and Samsung all involved with this build. So thanks to all those sponsors. We will be building a brand new gaming system for Mike. And actually, let's get to know a little bit more about Mike before we go further. So what's new in Mike Ross's life? What's led you to this point?
Okay.
What's new with you?
I guess I gotta kind of start from the beginning,
okay,
if you will, but I'm not gonna waste too much of you guys' time.
Nah, it's not a waste. We'll just cut it all out.
Yeah, fair enough. It actually started, I guess you can say, with, we'll say Street Fighter 4, which came out in 2009, and they had a tournament, GameStop, the stores, they had a tournament throughout every GameStop in the US, so they had probably 100,000+ people enter that. Wow. And I got second place at that.
Wow.
So that's kind of what I'll say blew me up a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I bet.
And then after that, I was still playing, still competing. I remember my buddy Gutex and I, we went to this studio where Machinima was located, and that's where they kind of like, they recognized him, you know, and they're like, hey, you know, why don't you guys do some stuff for us? So we did a little show there. It was called Cross Counter. Some people have heard of it. People liked it, and that's also, you know, kind of what my YouTube channel was. And
but what is Cross Counter though? Just for those who don't know.
Yeah, it's a pretty much a fighting game channel that Gutex and I were doing, and we kind of just had fun with it. We were trying to help people get better at the game, but then what people ended up liking is when he and I were just sitting on a couch playing against other people.
So it started out as kind of a how-to, and then it molded into just how do we do?
Yeah, it was a how-to to now just watch how good I am.
Oh, dang, okay.
You know, I'm just being honest here. You know? And then from that, I had my buddy who did a documentary. It was called Focus. G4 picked it up because they really liked it. Thank you.
Nice.
G4.
Yeah.
You guys can watch it at g4tv.com/focus, and that really, you know, goes into about my whole life, what the struggles are being a competitive gamer, if you will.
Life is tough.
Life is very tough, you know. And then from there, you know, I just kept competing, kept playing, kept, you know, I think doing fairly well in tournaments. Being the best is not easy, but that's just what I do.
Nice.
I'm saying no arguments there. Okay, good. We all agree with that. And yeah, from there I just, you know, I started working with IGN for a little while with their IGN Pro League until they kind of stopped doing that.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Fairly recently too, wasn't it?
Yeah, very recent. But, you know, and so since then, I'm still in the competitive scene, but, you know, I guess the thing that most people don't know about is how serious of a PC gamer I am. So
that's
kind
true.
of led me here.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, aren't you getting ready for a trip right now? If not tomorrow at 11 o'clock?
Yes, yeah, exactly. Right in the morning, I got to go to Singapore.
Wow.
They're having a Southeast Majors event out there, and they had me there, wow, 2 years ago. And I guess, you know, the dudes always said they wanted to bring me back because they love me out there. Thank you very much, Singapore. You guys are great.
Nice.
So I'll be there this weekend.
Okay, fantastic. So anybody in the Singapore area,
yes,
you know, just jump on down. It should be pretty good.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Actually, that'd be awesome. Okay, fantastic. Well, I think aside from that, you said you are a PC gamer.
Yes.
Now, I just wanted to ask you, what are you currently gaming? Actually, no, I do remember. You're gaming on a laptop, right?
That is correct. There's nothing wrong with the laptop, right?
I mean, yeah, everybody has their you know, their vices, I guess.
Exactly.
But in terms of that, actually, one of the sponsors, Asus, they found out that you don't have obviously a monitor, so it's not just a we build the tower, you take it home. They helped you out a little bit, got you a 27-inch 3D monitor here for you. I hope that's acceptable. I don't want to.
So obnoxious.
Yeah, 144 hertz refresh rate. This thing is a monster. 2 millisecond response time. Yeah, we'll get into this a little bit later when we crack this baby open.
This is awesome.
So fantastic. Okay.
This is going to be a good day.
This is going to be a very good day. All right, let's talk about a little bit of the hardware that we selected for you. I'm actually going to start with the AMD processor here. It's actually an FX 8350. It's Vishira's 8-core processor. It's nice. It's actually everything you're going to need to be able to run the games that you want to be able to play, and on top of that, be able to do a little bit of the streaming that you said you might want to do.
Yes.
So you're going to be playing some new games too on top of that, right? What are you?
Absolutely. I just have to say, because you're saying this stuff, and all of this is new to me.
Okay.
And the reason why I bought a laptop, because the last time I built a computer was, I think, back in 1964. I had an AMD Thunderbird, and I think it was either like 900 megahertz or 1.2. And you're telling me this is an FX 8350, and it's just blowing my mind, because I don't
hold
even.
it. You want to hold it for a little bit?
Please.
Yeah. Don't break that.
Oh no, I'm not going to break it.
I know who owns that.
Oh, I should leave that here right now.
Samsung also trying to benefit the Mike Ross Fund.
Thank you.
Giving you the 840 Pro Series SSD. Of course, that's just going to help you. 256 gigabyte size, so this capacity is going to help you just get your main system plus whatever your majority of your games you're going to want to play on there. On top of that, being that it's an SSD, you're going to be able to have quicker load times and faster boot times for your computer in general, so you can just get in and out of games as quickly as you possibly need to, because you're a busy guy.
I was just about to ask about that you mentioned SSD, because I don't own an SSD. I don't know what an SSD does.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for being so ignorant, but I appreciate you explaining that. So I'm going to have faster load times.
Yeah, I mean that's the bottom line. No moving parts either. It's basically all NAND memory inside. But we'll get to that a little bit later. Since we're talking about storage, also we got a 3 terabyte Western Digital hard drive, Black Series for you, 64 megabytes of cache on that. That's going to be awesome for gaming.
You said 3 terabytes?
3 terabytes, so 3,000 gigabytes. Don't count the table.
That's okay. I can store a lot of games on this. Excellent.
Asus once again coming at you with the Crossfire 5 Formula Z, and you can take a look at that. We'll actually be cracking that open in a little bit to show you a little bit more. Of course, it's the ROG version, so because you are a gamer, it's going to be the Republic of Gamers for you, sir.
Thank you. This thing is pretty.
What's that? Oh, I'm so sorry. It is actually the Crosshair, and I'm saying Crossfire because I'm thinking about your video card that is right over here. I'll pull that back out for you.
Yes.
The HD 7970. It's going to be plenty for what we're needing to play for you. Essentially, if you want to go crazy a little bit later, you could drop in a second one to go Crossfire with this particular motherboard and be a happy camper in gaming. We also have the Cooler Master's Quickfire Stealth. So when you're at LAN parties and whatnot, you can go and take a look at that. It's smaller factor, so it can fit on the desk, give you a little bit of more room. It's good. It's good for LAN parties. They can go enjoy that.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so we still got a ton more peripherals and internals and fun stuff that I just need to go through with Mike so that he knows he doesn't need to electrocute himself with anything out of the PSU. So just actually just grab some stuff, Mike, and I'll just start talking about it.
Well, I'll start with this bad boy right here.
Oh, with the mouse from Cooler Master. Nice. This is the CM Storm Recon, up to 4,000 DPI, 800 if you're not willing to move really fast. I'll crack this open actually and show you guys what the inside looks like before we crack it open a little later.
Nice.
And this mouse is going to help you out. Obviously, it's a gaming mouse, so, and thank you, Cooler Master, for providing this for Mike Ross. Grab me something else here. I'll just try and make it quick because we got stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, not 8, but 16 gigabytes of RAM. This is actually from G-Skill, and let me just double check. I believe it's 18. Yep, 1866 speed RAM, and you're going to need probably no more than 8, but 16 in case you want to max out this motherboard and go 32. You could just get another kit just like this and just max out the board. What else you got for me? What else do I have for you?
Yeah, the last RAM I entered was a DDR133, just so you know. So that's kind of a big step up.
This is almost like a charity event right now at this point. This is the Sound Blaster ZX, not to be confused with the Z. It actually comes with this little, what do they call this in here? Essentially, it's like a little volume knob, and also it has a microphone, I believe, built into it, and the 3.5 millimeter plug. So you'll have it right on your desk and be able to rock the Plantronics headset that's over there in with this and utilize this amazing sound card in your system. Of course, it's a gaming sound card too. It also has replaceable amps and whatnot. This is not an overview, so let's just keep going. Hand me the gray box that looks completely unnamed.
Yes, I got it.
Cool. Now I know when we originally got this, I sort of emailed you this picture, and I said, "What do you know about this?"
It was a teaser shot.
Yeah, completely. And did you know anything about it when I sent it to you?
I had no idea what this was. It's
Okay.
like, you're sending me a picture of a gray box. I'm upset. Like, what is the purpose?
This is Plantronics Gamecom Commander gaming headset, and it is a tournament quality headset. Actually, let me get that. Thank you very much. Oops, sorry. And it is the official headset for the ESWC, which is the Electronic Sports World Cup. Are you familiar with that one?
Yes, I am.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Yeah.
Comes with a actual real carabiner, which I thought was funny when I did the overview on this. Zip this open for you. That's just so you can carry it along with you at any of your gaming events you go to, which is kind of cool. There's the actual headset itself. Here, why don't you put that on your head and
yes, please.
model that for the nice folks at home.
Well, you know, normally I charge for this kind of thing.
Oh,
You guys get this for free.
Nice.
That's amazing.
There you go. Yeah.
Like I'm already ready. You know. I'm
right.
esports now.
Yeah, you are. Esports,
crazy.
baby. Okay, so why don't you grab something else for me,
Okay,
whatever you
cool.
want over there.
What
I'm just
do
going to
we
get
have?
buried in
Yeah.
equipment at this point.
Buried in tech.
Okay, so the Sidon 120XL from Cooler Master, this is what we're going to use to cool your system, has a copper water block for you, and it's all enclosed. So I know you mentioned right away when you first saw it what kind of maintenance, right? You want
Yes.
to know about maintenance. None whatsoever, it's closed.
I was terrified
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
you're like, oh my God, I'm going to have to
Yeah.
douse my computer with something that might
coolant.
not conduct electricity.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you got there, the PSU? Okay, so we got Cooler Master's power supply, the 80 watt plus gold, and it is fully modular, so that's actually going to save us a little bit of time. What that basically means, Mike, is that we won't have to worry about running a ton of wires through the back of this case. We'll just be able to plug in what you need and what you use. So it just looks a lot cleaner, basically. Not to mention, it's 80 plus gold, so the efficiency of this power supply is amazing. So it's going to go up to, I want to say it's like 90% or okay, never mind. I'm not going to get into it. It's 80 plus gold, so it's 80.
89 and 92.
Thank you, between 89 and 92.
Very
The
good.
cameraman, Paul, maybe you guys have heard of him. Very informative and in a stressful time.
Yes.
What else do we got? The Blu-ray writer.
There we go.
So, of course, if you're going to be watching any, yeah, thank you very much.
Yep, no problem.
If you watch any Blu-rays or if you want to start burning some massive storage disks, not many people really care to do that, but you now have the option to do that. And ASUS, of course, providing this for Mike Ross. So thank you once again. Yeah, absolutely. Let's look at the case, and I'll actually get up and walk over that because,
okay.
you know, it just makes your life easier.
Yeah, I could just simply hand it over. I mean, these dangerous guns I got.
Yeah, the dangerous guns. So another from the CM Storm line, and I'm just messing this whole tablecloth up. Let's see if I move that a little bit. Hide you a little bit, Mike.
Yes.
So the Striker case, very large, and I'm going to crack this open to show you a little bit more. Essentially, it's going to hold all the parts we need without any real issue. ATX, XL ATX capable case. So you just have a ton of room in this particular case.
Excellent.
So thank you, Cooler Master, for that. So Mike, you excited to build this system?
I'm actually terrified. I don't want to break anything, but yes, I'm ready to. I'm ready to
you
do
won't
work.
break anything, man. We got
Good.
you covered. Don't even worry about it. But definitely, I'm excited. Let's build this
I'm
thing.
ready.
Let's build this thing right now. Okay guys, as you can see, we were able to post it to the UEFI, and this particular system is a monster, Mike. I can't wait to see what you're going to do with it.
Absolutely.
Anything up and coming? Anything we can look forward to?
Yeah, but I can't really comment on that at this time. But
Okay.
if you would like to know, please follow me on Twitter at @ThatMikeRossGuy. I will be teasing at some of the updates I want to do. I mean, I have a powerful gaming machine, so I might actually put it to use, you know.
That sounds absolutely awesome. I mean, I can't wait. And speaking of that, I really want to thank the sponsors. This is a fantastic system.
Can I please?
Actually, please,
Because
Michael.
they help put this thing together for me, so I got to thank you guys. I want to thank AMD, Asus, Creative Labs, Cooler Master, G-Skill, Plantronics, Western Digital, and Samsung. You guys are all awesome. Thank you.
Excellent. And I should mention also that Creative had a webcam that they needed to get to you, but
Yes.
we couldn't get it to you by today, but we're definitely it's coming in. Creative is giving you the live Cam Connect HD that's coming in. So
Excellent.
you'll definitely have that. If you were going to stream, or if not, you definitely could use that.
I'm sure I'll find a way to put it to use.
Awesome. Well, if you guys like what you saw today, go ahead and click the like button. Hey, if you haven't already done so, click subscribe, and we'll definitely see you soon.